Last year, Fisk University became the first HBCU to have an NCAA gymnastics team. So what's next for the team, and how do they feel about other HBCUs flipping into the competition? The Griot spoke with Coach Corrinne Tarver. They also spoke to sophomore Jordynn Cromartie. Check this out.
My name is Corrinne Tarver, and I am the head women's gymnastics coach at Fisk University.
I am Jordynn Cromartie. I'm a sophomore business marketing major, and I'm on the Fisk University gymnastics team. The team was formed in a pretty unusual way, I would say. In my opinion, my uncle is on the Board of Trustees at Fisk. My uncle was still pushing, like, you should come to Fisk. This is a great school. Like, you should really just come. And I was like, you know, they don't have a gymnastics program. I've been working my whole life to do gymnastics in college. Like, I'm not ready to just give it up now. Even though, like, it's been a dream for forever to go to a HBCU. So basically within a couple months, a program ended up forming.
The first time we stepped on a floor for competition, it was, I would say, excitement. We had a really long preseason. And so the anticipation working up to the first meet was becoming somewhat oppressive because there was a lot of hype, there was a lot of interest, there was a lot of publicity, there was a lot of people who were, looking to see how we would do.
I think a lot of us on the team didn't realize how big of an impact we made in the world of gymnastics. It's just nice. Like, even little girls running up to us like, oh my God, look what I can do. And they'll show us their splits or their cartwheels. It's just something happy to see, really.
We've competed against Talladega twice this year. We're excited to see more HBCUs add programs. We want that. And that was part of the fear when I said that we couldn't fail. Because if we weren't successful, then other HBCUs wouldn't even consider adding the sport.
Hopefully, I'll be able to see it through, in my journey at Fisk, about maybe us having, a whole meet full of HBCU gymnastics teams. Because right now there's only 2. There's nothing more cooler than being in a room full of girls that look like you.
I think it's considered a white sport for various reasons. One is the economics. It's a very expensive sport. So you don't see it in inner city as much, or really in big metropolises.
You see a lot of skinny, white girls that, have this physique, and, black girls were not built like that. So it's, that's not what you see or what you think of when it comes to gymnastics. And I feel like as the years go on, as a culture, we are starting to dominate the sport.
We need opportunities for women of color. Like Jordynn said, they don't necessarily fit the bill or the built, I should say, of what people consider to be the ideal gymnast body. And so there are times when athletes of color are overlooked, not because of their talent, but because of, preconceived notions of they can't straighten their legs or point their toes. I think it's important to have women of color in sports because sports teaches so many different things. I mean, gymnastics teaches you time management. It teaches you goal setting. It teaches you how to deal with disappointment. When you fall on a routine, it's very disappointing because you've worked so hard and you get to a meet and, that happens. So what do? How do you handle it? If you fall, get back up and you finish the routine and you make it the rest of it amazing.
My plans for after gymnastics, I know I want to do something fun. My biggest passion is dancing. You can ask Coach Tarver. That's all we do in the gym. One of my goals right now is to go on tour with an artist. I think that'll be really fun and a good break after college. But I do want to be a sports management and get into the sports and broadcasting stuff and interviewing. I think that'll be really fun for me to just stay in the sports realm.
Keep up with the gymnastics team and their schedule by going to fiskathletics.com.